Very good day for Yorkshire yesterday, 299 for 3 after taking a bit of a risk at the toss, deciding to bat first here at Durham against a team that routinely knocks sides over in the first innings here very cheaply. But Yorkshire's top order, as you can see there, put their team in a very good position. Adam Lyth, very good 100, his 9th first-class 100 of his career, 104 out just after tea. Kane Williamson bowled by Chris Rushworth with the second new ball, 3 short of what would have been an excellent 100 for him. Gale and Bairstow taking things through to the close, and an indifferent performance from Durham's bowlers yesterday. Wicket for Rushworth, a couple for Harrison, none for Wood, and none for Onions, whose figures are flattering there, really. 20 over 7 maidens, none for 38. Sounds like he bowled accurately and tidily, but he was a long way short of his best. So well placed Yorkshire to crack on here this morning. Good players in Bairstow and Gale. Take a bit of time to get themselves set this morning and then look to push on up to 400 and beyond and get their team in a very strong position indeed. There's the captain, dropped himself for the last game, but back now because Root and Balance are down with England. Well, that is a very confident start from Jonny Bairstow. Latching on to a short ball from Onions. The pitch is slow, there's no great pace. Allows him to pull the ball away in front of square.
Yeah, if you're going to test Bairstow early, you want to be full, not short. And as you say, no pace in the pitch. Just a gift, really, first ball of the day.
Three matches going on in Durham today. This one, obviously, University are playing against Northants down at the racecourse ground, the University ground. And a women's game as well, a Royal London Women's One-Day Cup Durham against Ireland. The Irish girls were in our hotel this morning at breakfast time, preparing for their game. Bowl here to Jonny Bairstow, very strong off his legs. There's some sore heads in Durham. Well, keep bowling there to Jonny Bairstow. It's going to be an expensive day for you. I think we've seen enough of Bairstow and talked enough about his technique, which is dominated by that strong bottom hand and closed face technique, which really comes into its own when the bowlers start to stray on about Midland leg, as Rushworth has done there. Twice now he's just been pinged to the square leg fence. People will succeed in part because of their problems or in spite of their problems. So you can have an iffy technique and still do pretty well if your mind's strong and you know your game. Obviously, if you keep getting your middle pole not flat, you might have to address it.
Yeah, I think looking back at my career, the one thing I wish I'd done differently is when you have or you feel you've got technical problems, it's just to watch the ball. It's a hard thing to do, isn't it? Just stand still and watch the ball.
I think it's an English thing to
because you get in,
yeah,
you get in better positions, I always feel, if you just stand still and watch the ball.
What will Jonny Bair's future be? Will he be top 6 batsman in domestic and international cricket? Will he be a wicket keeper who be a counter-attacking aggressive batsman at number 7? Certainly playing aggressively this morning. Thrash that to the mid-off boundary.
Yeah, he's in aggressive mood, isn't he? Why wouldn't you be with 329 for 3 on the board? I think this is the best way for him to play. A huge amount of movements. There's that closed face again, but it's just wide enough.
Atherton. I think it will go for 4 to get him to 50. Maybe it will. The outfield a bit quicker today, yes. Gale goes to 50. It's been hard work for him. He's battled it out. And the dressing room applaud their skipper.
commanding position now, 340 for 3. Partnership is 83, Gale and Bairstow. All's well with Yorkshire.
Edged and in the gap. Even with 3 slips in there, it would have still been in the gap. And Bairstow goes to 50. Much quicker, much more fluent. 7 boundaries in there. Excellent knock so far.
Just 2 slips and a gully. Well, it's a good start, is this, for Jonny Bairstow. Again, that little bit of technique, and you can put that right. Little shimmy with his right shoulder, yeah, nod of the head. Where would I go? For Bennett. Given that Pryor's fit, I'll have Pryor at 7. The key to me is it depends what do I want to pick, what a selector's going to pick. It's just that what's gnawing away at me is that the new chairman, Downton, new coach, Moores, Captain Cook, Englishness. We want English. That's just chopped through. There's nobody down there, so it'll be before. So to continue that discussion, I also think for an associate country that if a player plays for one of the senior teams, when not required, he could be going back and play for them at any time. 100 partnership. So for somebody like Owen Morgan, say, if he isn't required by England, he can go up and play for Ireland as an associate.
Bairstow was a bit of a battle last night, but he's looked more fluent. Always will hit boundaries. It's 8 fours already. Strong player, especially off his pads. Bottom hand comes in and just whips it away. Times the ball beautifully. Key for your wicket-keeper batsman is that they score their runs quickly. He's not keeping wicket in this game, but if he bats for a while, he'll get runs. Driven nicely. Really nice shot. Transfer the weight over that front foot for 367 for 3. Driven nicely. Really nice shot. Transfer the weight over that front foot for 367 for 3.
Going to run away for 4 off the final ball of the over. It spoilt that over. 398 for 3.
Width again from Harrison. Gale likes it out there. Easy enough shot to put away. It's been the tale of Stephen Finn to be the very best he can be.
It's a lovely stroke. Just timed through wide mid-on beautifully by Bairstow. So strong in that area. It's his 10th boundary and he goes to 79.
That's a lovely shot. We talked about balance earlier and timing. He's waited for that at the last minute to just turn the wrists on it and guide it through straight mid-wicket. And you can't play that shot unless your balance is good. If your balance is off, you end up squirting that through square leg, and that's a lovely shot. And takes the partnership now to 153.
It's 410 for 3.
Cost you anything to give people
That's what it's
residency.
about,
Oh, look what I've made for you.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Races away through cover. How many 4s? No 6s. 45, 46 4s.
What else do you make? What else do you save your cash on?
Just really good. Making jam and giving presents. And Plunkett had 36 for Yorkshire. Threaded through, extra cover. Flagged through. Bairstow into the 90s.
Yeah, not quite timed, but enough power. Just had to find the gap. Been in his, perhaps his fluent best, you can see there, but this is an innings that will give him a huge amount of confidence. Don't forget he's been out injured for the last 3 weeks or so with a broken finger. Prior to that, he scored at 123 against Leeds Bradford University. That was the start of the season. So a frustrating start for Jonny Bairstow. Just what he needs. With Matt Pryor having 1 or 2 injury problems as well.
Oh, he gets it through, extra cover. It's a chase, but it's another boundary.
It's when you need a spell, Bumble. Paul Collingwood will go to his senior bowler, say, I know you're tired, I know you're weary. You've got a different ball in your hand, we need a wicket. When he's gone to onions. 76 miles an hour, crank it up, the skipper's saying, give me your best shot for, what, 3 or 4 overs. 2 overs, class catch.
This is tickled away and it's going to run away for 4. Gale moves on to 97. Yorkshire commanding 450. Good call. He got halfway, 126 overs, 451 for 3.
You got it.
Might be lunch, you know. Sure is. That's enough for this morning. It's been Yorkshire all the way. Andrew Gale, the captain, finishes on 98. Jonny Bairstow's on 95. Wonderful partnership of 194 between the two of them. No wickets for Durham. They've had a long, long morning. Yorkshire have gone at 5 and over.
Yeah, that's been the key, isn't it? They haven't meandered at all. They've pushed on. They're in a very, very, very strong position now. Question at lunch will be, how long do we bat for? When do we feel we need to pull out? I suspect they might bat for another session. Opportunity for Bairstow and Gale to get big, big hundreds here. They played really, really well.
Well, at this stage, they're looking for an innings win. Just rack them up in this afternoon session. Might just have a go at Durham in that evening session. Get up to 600 if they can. So the pair of them can have the lunch. Very content that they're just a few runs away from a century. Adam Live with 104. Kane Williamson with 97. And these two lads are unfinished. Yorkshire 451 for 3.
Struggle yesterday for Durham's bowlers, a struggle this morning for Durham's bowlers. Just a wicket for Rushworth yesterday, and Harrison I thought was the pick of the bowlers yesterday. Onions continues not to be quite at his best again this morning. Lots of overs for the seamers.